So, we are going to talk about biomolecules. These are very important component in our body. So, first understand what are biomolecules. These are various type of molecules that are present inside our body. Those are known as biomolecules. Now, there are various type of biomolecules such as carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, enzymes, and many more. So we are going to understand about all of them. So let's understand the first biomolecule, which is known as our carbohydrate. It is present in mostly in our diet. It is in our Indian diet as well. So our diet is mostly considered as a very unbalanced diet because we do not follow proportions. We do not take care of our protein. That's why Indians are very weak. They do not have very strong bone density as well. Not making any claims, just saying that as a general. Because look at your diet, your family's diet. Then you will know that the content of protein inside your food is very very less. Due to that, eating all green, all healthy, all natural thing, protein inside your body is lacking, and so as vitamin as well. So bring some diversity in your food. That's what I am trying to say. Bring protein, fats, carbs, and many more inside your diet, so you will live longer and healthy. Taking that topic aside, what were we talking about? We were talking about carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are basically of two component, carbon and hydrogen. It is hydrated carbon. That's why it is called as carbohydrates. Its general formula could be written as CnH2ON, and N stands for our serial number. It is integer, right? So that's the thing. Now, what we understand here that carbohydrates are of various types. These are nothing but sugars. When we taste carbohydrate, it gives a sweet taste. They can be hydrolyzed and broken into its various monomers. To understand carbohydrate, it is a polymer. Carbohydrates has its various types. One is monosaccharide, the second is disaccharide, and third is polysaccharide. So as the name suggests, mono means what? Mono means singular, and saccharide is sucrose or sugar component. So that's the thing. Monosaccharide is a singular component, disaccharide is a twice two bonded component, and polysaccharide is more than two. How much you want, you can take it. It's just more than two. Now, after knowing about all of these things, what do we come to know? First, let's talk about monosaccharides. These are the monomers of our carbohydrates. Yeah. Monomer, what are monomer and what are polymer? You might have learned about them in 12th grade that monomers are the simplest unit of any saccharide or any long chain. So these are the simplest, smallest unit of a long chain. So these monomers are small units which come together to form a big unit which is called as polymers. And there are various type of polymer. Polythene is also type of a polymer. So polymer are nothing but a giant group of monomers. And same thing as always happens in protein and lipid as well. In lipid, the main monomer is fat. Yeah, fat and alcohol is the main, fatty acid is the main monomer there. And in proteins, the main monomer is amino acid. So that's the thing. You got to know what are the monomers of everything. We were talking about monosaccharides. So monosaccharides are the monomers or the building blocks of the carbohydrates. They cannot be further hydrolyzed as they are the smallest unit. You cannot break down them. But there are various type of them. One is glucose, another is galactose, and one is sucrose. So you need to know about them. What is glucose? What is galactose? What is sucrose? So glucose, galactose, sucrose are various important, I would say. They together come and form various unit. I don't think sucrose is one, but fructose may be a monomer. There's a confusion in between. I will check that in the editing thing. But sucrose or fructose, maybe these two. Between these two, one is a monomer. So what were we talking about? Yeah, we were talking about these glucose, galactose, and sucrose or fructose. Maybe that. So This glucose is nothing but a molecule C6H12O6. We know all about that. It is simple and it is very high nutritious. Glucose and galactose are like cis and trans of one another. Alpha are alpha of one another because the OH is just switched among the five C6, right? So five carbon chain and one is the outside one carbon chain. So during that chain, the OH and H position are just transferred, just situated, just changed in between these two molecules. But they do not serve the same purpose during the ATP formation. Although there are alphas of each other, they do not serve the same purpose because the galactose cannot act as the same as the glucose can act. So that's one thing that you should know. And due to this, glucose is very helpful for our oxidation and formation of ATP. ADP is a very good process. We will talk about that as well. Also, photosynthesis is such a grand process. We need to talk about that as well. So we will talk about them in the upcoming video. Thank you.